We are in our Airbnb in Copenhagen. We have 2 days that we're going to spend here before we go over to Mont Blanc and backpack in the pouring rain. So Copenhagen is a gorgeous city. We don't love to do cities, but this was a really nice city to explore. One of the things that, there's coffee shops everywhere and great coffee shops everywhere, and I love French chocolate croissants, but Danish almond croissants are pretty close to it. So make sure while you're here that you try the different coffee shops. We'll have a link in our blog with some of the best ones that we found. It's not a city that takes much work to get to Panoramic Views, so you're going to want to go to Round Tower, and it's just a couple bucks to go in and walk all the way to the top, and you get these panoramic 360-degree views of all of Copenhagen, so that was pretty cool. And you can also go dine at Illum. I thought that one was really cool. There's a coffee shop up there too. There's a paleo restaurant, tons of wine bars, but you sit over the square and you can watch the performers, just watch everyone go by. It's really, really, really quaint. Okay, so one of the other things that is like a must in any city you go to is you want to wander up and down the streets, and you feel really safe in Copenhagen. So one of our favorite streets that we wandered to was Magstræde. Totally probably butchered that, but Magstræde. Anyways, right next to it, there's this cool little cafe called Magstræde Cafe, and it has walls full of board games. It's really cool. You can go in and play some board games for free, or you can pay for the games. You pay like 25 kroner, and you can play any of the other games. But really great atmosphere there. Highly recommend. At least just walk down Magstræde to take some pictures for Instagram at the very least. Alright, one of the other great things is Torvehallerne. It's like a little public market. Imagine like a farmer's market and food trucks, but there's no actual trucks, it's just little booths. It was so great. There were so many different, any type of food that you want to eat, you can get there. You can get fresh produce. Our favorites to go, we had like the Spanish chorizo, and then we went over to a little Italian one, we got some olives, we found some French cheese that we like. So it was really fun to just pick and choose. There's a great juice bar there too. We went over to Rosenborg Castle, and there's a huge grass area, King's Garden, that is perfect for a picnic. I highly recommend, just if you can, grab your food or grab a little snack and then head over there to eat. There are a ton of canals, and the most popular one that you've probably seen pictures of is Meatpacking. Probably butchered that one too. Meatpacking Canal, and it's a little bit touristy. It has some restaurants there if you want the ambiance of sitting on the river. There's also canal tours right there. We opted to skip it. I'm not a huge history buff, but most people I think would enjoy the canal tour a lot, and it's very affordable. We really liked just walking the other canals. It's kind of cool because the Airbnb we stayed at was about a 20-minute walk into town, and so we would walk along the canals to get there, and there were some really, really nice, quiet areas of the canal. So if Meatpacking is just way too chaotic for you, just walk out a little bit further and find another. So right around the corner from Meatpacking is Christianshavn, and an area with the canals, and that was also a really nice area, and it's really close. If you walk through the streets right there, it's really close to just hop on the metro and get yourself back into the center of town. That's one thing really nice. If you get a bus pass or a city day pass, you can hop on and off the metro and the buses, and it makes it really fast. And half the day we walked it all, and then finally by about 5 p.m. we are done. We're using the bus system, and it really was worth it. So maybe mix and match a little bit. When you're in Christianhavn, there's a little detour that you can take over to If you want a little bit more culture shock, you can go over to Freetown
Freetown, Christiana.
There's a little detour you can take to Freetown. I'm cracking up because I cannot remember the name of Freetown, Christiana. If you want some culture shock, head over to there. It's kind of like the red light district of Amsterdam. We walked in and out real quick just to say we saw it, but it's not really our thing, but there are a lot of you that will enjoy going to there. And then the last thing, there's so many great places to eat. Copenhagen's really known for its fine cuisine. It was a little out of our budget to go to one of the Michelin restaurants, but we went over instead to the Meatpacking District, and I thought that was rad. We got this sandwich that was literally this big. It's an open face sandwich with like it's a pound and a half of meat on it with brisket, pulled pork, and sausages. And the beers were really good over there. There are a ton of other restaurants too that I recommend, but we like War Pigs. I definitely recommend going there. Wow, that was so good. So we got that Texas smorboard. It's not smorboard. Smorbrad. Texas smorbrad. And so it's that piece of bread and half a pound of brisket, half a pound of pork, and a bunch of sausage on it with coleslaw on top. It was really good. But it's a little ironic, don't you think, to go all the way to Denmark to eat Texas barbecue? Or I guess it was Kansas City barbecue, but still, it's kind of ironic. So this is the Meatpacking District, and it's really cool. There's no host over there. It's really popular, but it's Sunday, so it's probably just closed on Sunday. Over here, you've got amazing seafood options. So if you don't want to eat meat, like we just ate that big hunk of meat, if you don't want to go to War Pigs, there's another great option for you. But I definitely think you should try to make time to eat one meal in the Meatpacking District because it is unique. You don't come across these areas that often. And if you have time, when you leave there, walk down Sonder Boulevard. I thought that was pretty cool too because you just see locals playing basketball, drinking Carlsberg beer on the grass because the whole center part is in between the two streets, just a nice little grass area in the middle of the streets. And it was cool. So that pretty much wrapped up 24 hours in Copenhagen for us. We hit the ground running and I feel like we got in a lot of great stuff. If you want more complete details, check out the link in the description. It has the link to the blog that has details on exactly where to go, a full itinerary, things